All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Perry High School for tonight's matchup between the Perry Pumas and the Brophy Broncos. Two premier region titans coming at each other right now, and so the 6-1 Broncos come in with one loss on the season to the Saturday O'Connor Eagles, and the Pumas 6-0 on the season, pulling for supremacy in the Premier Region. And we'll stand up for our national anthem here, and then we'll come in with the starting lineups for both teams.
Now let's meet the starting lineup. First, for the visiting Broncos of Brophy College Prep. Number 2, junior Nick DeMarshall. Number 5, senior Desi Burridge. Number 8, junior Ben McDonald. Number 10, senior Quentin Sibolka. Number 17, junior Andrew Werner. Number 22, senior Riley O'Daney. And number 93, sophomore Patrick O'Daney. Ladies and gentlemen, the Brophy College Prep Broncos. And now let's meet the starters for your Perry Pumas. Number 2, sophomore Mark Tomlinson. Number 3, senior Jack Stanley. Number 7, senior Dallin Smith. Number 9, senior Kenyon Smith. Number 11, senior Camden Beeman. Number 13, junior Derek Coleman. And number 15, sophomore Ty Baumgart. Ladies and gentlemen, the Perry Pumas. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. The officials for tonight's matchup are Christy Galuli and Brian Budd.
All right, as we get ready for the first set to start here alongside Coach Michael Shannon. Coach, what can we expect from these two teams tonight in this Premier Region matchup?
It should be a hard-fought battle. You're talking about two of the best teams in the state right now. At this point, you're still fighting to really get that position going through the season and finding a way in the playoffs. And so you're probably going to find a battle with everybody trying to claw in for every inch.
And not the exposure you normally get in a regular season. You'd see somebody in tournament play, and those tournaments have been canceled, and so really getting into region play a lot faster than you would during normal season. So teams with not a lot of time to make mistakes in a shorter season.
No, not at all.
So like we said, Pumas coming in 6-0, a couple big wins, one against Saturday O'Connor and a 3-1 finish, and then a sweep of the Castile Colts as well. Probably the top team in 5A this season. So Pumas with some momentum and currently ranked #1 by Max Preps according to their algorithm they use. And so, but Brophy no slouch, a team that again top 4 in the state of Arizona typically. So McDonald serves it up. Down Smith gets the kill right away for the Pumas. Pumas will sub in already as Baumgarth enters. Stanley to serve. Another kill by Smith. Now, Coach, we see different serves all the time by all these guys. What's the advantage over, certain types? Like he kind of floats this one. So Stanley did a little float last time. What's the advantage of that?
The nice thing about a float serve is it puts a lot of movement on your serve, and it makes it a little bit harder to read as it comes through.
That one hits the net.
Top spin is a lot of speed, so it doesn't give your defense a lot of time to react to it. So, there's a lot of different advantages based on the formation you're looking at defensively.
Pumas with the quick set over for the point as Coleman picks up the point. Coleman will go back to serve. Ellsworth will check in for the Pumas. Opposite side hitter here. Coleman with the jump serve. Ball's off the dig, and that's going to be side out to Brophy as they go back to serve. And Patrick Oldani will serve for the Broncos. 3 of them on the team as well as the coach, so 4 total. Oldani's dominating their roster. Quick set point for the Pumas as Baumgarth able to gather that one. Dallin Smith will be back to serve for Perry. They touch net there.
Yep. A little too close to the net on the set.
Smith with some heat on that one. Again, get Brophy out of whack, but they're able to get a cheap one there, to say the least. As well, Donnie was just trying to do something, anything with that, and able to score a point. So side out to the Broncos as Werner will go back to serve.
Number 17, junior Andrew Werner.
Nice back set there for the Pumas as Riggs Ellsworth picks up the kill.
Entry action for the Pumas, number 5, senior Hayden Andresen. Andresen to serve.
Andresen will go back to serve for the Pumas. That one digs in, and that's an ace for the Pumas. Now, what's the advantage? Some guys serve from over on each side. Is this a personal preference kind of thing?
You look at how the tendencies in serve receive, and some guys are a little bit stronger in certain angles, so you try and take advantage of strengths and weaknesses when you go back to serve.
That one's out. Pumas will pick up another point. Up 8-3 here in first set. Brophy not able to get in system here early. A lot of trouble with the service pass, so Puma's been able to take advantage early. Brophy's going to call a timeout, try to figure it out. So is that what you're seeing early here too, Coach?
Definitely having trouble with the serve receive. Perry High School is not an easy place to come in and play, especially when they get to be ranked first in the nation.
Yeah.
it's kind of an intimidating thing. And, you know, that trip from Brophy, sometimes there's a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah, it's kind of cuts both ways, too, with that lofty expectation. You get that high ranking, and it could be, you know, a blessing and a curse. But high school kids do have a tendency to get a little bit rattled by things like that, depending on senior leadership and those things. And sometimes you say, you know what, forget it, we're going to take them out either way. And sometimes you go, they're ranked what? Oh, dang.
Well, and there's still a lot of time. There's 5 sets in this game, so, you know, Brophy will have a lot of time to bounce back.
Yeah, you see some ebbs and flows definitely in high school volleyball, and any volleyball, but high school volleyball especially. The momentum can shift on a dime, and it tends to happen a lot. And we've seen it with the girls especially, you know, a couple state championships in their hands that kind of slipped away because of momentum in games. So Pumas getting back to serve. Here's Andreasen doing a good job here. Goes out of bounds, and Brophy will pick up the point and the side out as McDonald takes that one off the block. Lewis will come on. Some interesting numbers for Brophy, like some really, you know, 66 and 93. Like, so some football lineman numbers going on.
Makes it a little bit of a nightmare for officials when they have to, you know, signal numbers.
Yeah, for sure. Take your time here. That one's out. It's a little deep there by Neiman. Float there. Puma's not playing around that time as Neiman takes care of that one. No doubt that one was nowhere near out of bounds.
He took advantage of his last error and put that one away.
Pumas will sub in as Tomlinson comes in to serve. Comes up short into the net. 10-7 now the score.
Number 6, Desi Murray, the server. Off the block.
Smith hits that one right off the block, out of bounds. Pumas will pick up the point.
Perry side out. Canyon Smith.
Another thing I know is a lot of different shoes. Is there a specific volleyball shoe, or is it just whatever feels comfortable? Because you got some funky different shoes going on out here.
Well, that's the style factor when it comes to boys volleyball. You find the pair of shoes you like the best, the way they look, you take advantage of them, and you know, a lot of times they tend to be basketball shoes, not anything really specific to volleyball. You just find the style you like, the look you like, and you know.
Ben McDonald now serving.
And we got some hot pink going on a few different players for Perry, and different looks. That ball goes deep. Pumas will pick up another point. Up 12-8. Baumgrath will come back in the match.
Jack Stanley now serving.
Stanley goes out of bounds, and Brophy will pick up a point.
Returning for Brophy, number 22, Riley O'Neill. Quentin Samolka now serving.
Big one. That one goes down. Nice job by the Broncos there as Werner gets the cross-court kill. That one's short into the net.
Side out Puma.
Tolman will go back to serve for the Pumas.
James Ellsworth returns from Perry. Gary Tolman serving.
confusion on the defense there, looked like, by Perry, and let an easy one go. So Brophy slowly chipping away at that early lead that Perry Pumas had. Pick one up there is Dallin Smith, the senior, will go back to serve. Another one goes deep. Kind of some sloppy service going on here a little bit for Perry, and not able to get the ball in play, giving away some free points here. Is
trying to stay aggressive behind the serve line.
The big man Baumgrath puts down that quick set.
And Grayson returns to action from Perry. And Grayson to serve.
And Grayson will serve as Neiman checks in as well. That one's blocked by the Pumas. Nice job by Brophy gathering it in. Warner gets that one back in for the Broncos. Again, good D by Brophy here. Not able to get in the system. Pumas still out of sorts here. That one shanked, and that one goes out of bounds. So defensive plays by the Broncos end up getting a point in the long run. Perry, unforced error.
Alex Lewis returns for the Broncos.
But nice hustle play by
Lewis now
Brophy there. That one goes down for Smith.
Mark Tomlinson returns for the Pumas. Tomlinson now serving.
Tomlinson back to serve. Nice job by the Pumas. Clean set by Tolman. Neiman able to put it down.
Mark Tomlinson serving for the Pumas.
Blocked. Every time it looks like Perry might be able to pull away a little bit, Brophy is able to get side out and answer back.
Tolliver to serve.
Another block, but that one goes out of bounds. Perry able to pick up the point. Now lead 18-14 as Canyon Smith, who just had the kill, will go back to serve. Coach, what's it like staring down the barrel one of those big kill shots and you're in the middle and have to dig that thing out?
You just sit back and hope your defensive positioning is well, and you watch that ball right into your platform and hope it goes where you want it to go.
It seems like that takes a special kind of person to feel comfortable doing that a lot.
Well, the more you play the game, it starts to slow down a little bit for you, and you start getting comfortable reading what hitters are doing, and you know, the good players, you know, understand the game and have, you know, a special ability to get behind the ball and make a play and let setters do their job.
The Brophy will call another timeout. So we talked to seniors about some of the things they have to look forward to this year, and one of them is the high expectations of being on this squad as the season continues.
It's been really exciting to play as a senior and with the other seniors on varsity, mostly because last season was cut short due to COVID stuff. So I know it was really disappointing for the seniors last year, so it's an honor to be able to play varsity as a senior this year.
You know, it comes with a lot of responsibility, but you know, it feels good. Last season in high school volleyball, so it's pretty fun just to play with these guys that we played with our whole lives and work for the season. It's really cool to also influence the younger kids, just build them up and show them what it's like to really play volleyball at Perry.
When we talk about playing at Perry, a perennial top 4 team in the state of Arizona, and has been right in the mix for a couple state championships, and had one kind of slip through their grip about 5 years ago. And so Pumas this year trying to finally close the deal with a team that's pretty talented, pretty confident, as Pumas pick up another point there on the ace by Stanley. With a net 21-16, and talking about that, Coach, expectations, it's you players coming in here have to learn real quick that the level of play is pretty high.
They learn it right from the freshman level on up, and you know, there's high expectations and a lot of learning that goes on, and you know, the expectation is players get better and learn the game and get quicker and faster and jump higher, hit harder, and start learning the Perry way.
It seems like they've always had a good camaraderie in the program too, as Tolman was going to hit the net. And so it's another aspect. It seems like volleyball is a pretty tribal kind of game, and so players have to.
The great thing that Coach does is he makes sure it's not just about the varsity team. He makes sure that there's value in that JV and freshman level, and you know, we work hard to make sure that all the boys feel their importance and want them to continue to play and work hard and learn and get better.
Smith will go back to serve now, and up 23-17 here with Pumas. Big booming jump serve, and that one's high up in the rafters. Brophy able to gather it, but Pumas will set up here in system, and the second chance at it. Ellsworth able to finish it off as Pumas looking to close out set 1, as Smith will go back to serve that big jump serve so he can get an ace here to finish off set 1. Oh.
Service into the net, side out Broncos. Andrew Werner now serving.
Well, they called a tip, so Pumas will win on that one. It looked like it was well out, but the ref will call a tip on that one, as the Pumas will take set 1. Well on their way to set 2. And we'll go to another interview we do have with the players, as we talked about their high ranking that they're looking at right now and how that affects their play.
I'd say that was also pretty exciting, just because we know how many other really good volleyball teams are out there around the country, so just knowing that we're #1 kind of gave us a little bit of boost of confidence that we can take into the rest of our season.
You know, it feels good. You know, we've worked really hard for this. We've practiced super hard. We all gained the chemistry together, so I mean, it's pretty fun having this being our senior season. It's really fun. It does put a little bit of pressure on us, but I think we handle pressure. I think we worked hard enough that our stats and everything just proves that we could beat anyone we put our mind to it.
So again, we talked about that ranking, and it's nothing new for the volleyball programs. Both boys and girls here both have been in that upper echelon, both in the state and nationally, and so it's a good problem to have, like we talked about before. You had an interesting thing. You were talking about how many Spanish teachers actually coach volleyball as well. Is that a
right now it might be more of a luck thing than anything else, but there's a few programs across the state with head coaches and coaches that teach Spanish and coach volleyball. It's a pretty interesting coincidence, but it's kind of fun in the same sense.
And we talked about Coach Tolman teaches Spanish as well as Coach Shannon here, and so it's an interesting one. As I never put the connection together before until just the other day when I went to go talk to Coach Tolman, and then he's like, "Oh, let's go talk to Coach Shannon. You're right next door." So
it makes coaching these programs pretty easy too, because you've got your coach mate right next door, and you can bounce ideas off each other and talk through different scenarios, and coaches have their bad days too, so you got a shoulder to cry on and someone to celebrate with you right next door.
It's another thing too. You talk about having coaches on campus is a huge advantage, and we've been able to do that here in almost all programs, and so not all schools have that luxury, and it's been something that definitely helps.
It's definitely a great thing for programs when you have coaches on campus, and you have your players have access to you. You have access to your players. You can talk them through situations and be there for them when they need it.
No. Looking at the rotation, looks like the ref was looking at the rotation here for Brophy. Do you know what that was? What was that? She just...
Well, the lineups when it comes to high school and USA Volleyball and Club are a little bit different, and sometimes there's some confusion.
Oh, okay.
So my guess is, looking at it, they're just trying to make sure everyone's in the right position and they start where they need to be.
Okay, so all worked out now. Canyon Smith for the Pumas will be back to serve. Joust at the net. Pumas able to win it. The ball doesn't quite make it, and the Pumas will pick up the first point of this second match. They're up 1-0 here.
On the floor for the Broncos, number 88, sophomore Bobby Munhall.
That one into the net. Pumas will pick up the second point here. Now, have you seen a game swept? Is it like is there a 15-0 skunk or anything like that in volleyball? Or you got to go all the way to 25?
One of the things I like to say about volleyball is the great thing about volleyball is how imperfect it is, and you always have to be ready for things not to go your way and bounce back from those things. And sometimes the teams with the best resolve are the ones that really find their way through it.
But goes all the way out of the back as Brophy will slide out. So we will not have a 25-0 game.
It's wishful thinking on that one.
Service is long. Side out, Pumas. Jack Stanley.
Stanley will go back to serve. Smith able to kill it for the Pumas, and Pick up another point on a nice long rally. Picked up free ball, and that does not make it over. Perry will pick up another point, and Brophy will call timeout and talk it over. Now, how many timeouts do you get per set?
2 timeouts per set. You know, minute each, and you know, in that minute time, you sometimes feel like you run out of time, like there's not enough to talk about. Right now, I'm sure the Brophy coach is going to take advantage of every second of these 60 seconds.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things you got to try to get their minds back on track and get them going. And it's anytime you're dealing with high school kids or college kids, it's one of those things funny too. You try to explain that to people. You never know what happened during the day or what happened last night or all those things that come into play. And it's a funny dynamic, and people sometimes think they're not. Like they don't have a real life outside of this and things are going on. And
I'm sure there's preaching a lot of communication right now, because it's a very important aspect to this game. The more you talk, the better you generally do. Your energy stays higher. So let's see if they can bounce back here.
Yeah, Brophy choosing to go with the mask and Perry not in mask, so that may affect it or not. So the state of Arizona has lifted, the AIA has lifted the mask mandate for sports, but some teams still choose to wear them. The whistle there of the net. So Buffalo will go back to serve. And we talk about that mask mandate. When they lifted it, we were doing girls soccer, and we talked to them about how much of a relief it was for them to not have to wear a mask anymore. And
well, coaching programs and having kids playing masks it's a tough scenario. I can't imagine soccer players having to run as much as they run wearing masks.
The internet out. No, it knocked the internet out. Is that right here? Sorry, we had a little ball into our scoreboard software that actually is connected over the internet to the computer. So see if it picks back up. It looks like we may have lost our scoreboard temporarily. So score is 9-3. If you can't see it on the screen right now, I have to pull it back up as Brophy picks up the point. 9-4. There's the scoreboard back on there. Danny will go back to serve for the Broncos. Pumas will pick up the point there. Now, Brophy, a team that Perry sees a lot in playoffs, and obviously being in the region for a while too. And you know, the other side of Brophy is Xavier, is their sister school that we seem to face all the time in the playoffs in sports as well. So
it's always an interesting day when Brophy or Xavier comes to Perry. A lot of fun games and matches have occurred with those combinations.
That's girls volleyball, girls soccer has been a back and forth for years. Volleyball as well, and so it's one of those things that it's fun when you can have some teams you know you're always going to get their best out of them. As that one goes out, and Pumas will pick up another point. both schools expect to play at a high level in almost all of the sports they participate in. So.
Caden and Grayson returns to the Pumas. And Grayson to serve.
And Drayson will go back to serve here. Blocked out of bounds. Brophy will pick up the point. 11-7 here. Pumas up 1-0. Brophy will sub in as Lewis will come back in to serve.
Lewis to serve.
And Lewis is listed as 5'3". I think that's a joke. He's not 5'3". He's taller than that. You think that might be possible? He's no. No.
I might have to go stand next to him to find out for sure, but
no way. Good dig by the Pumas, but that one goes out of bounds as Stanley gets down and picks it out, but not able.
He might be 5'3".
Well, he's got a mean serve for someone 5'3". He's got another point for the Broncos. That one goes out of bounds.
Side out Perry. Mark Tomlinson returns for the Pumas. Tomlinson to serve.
High school heights and weights are always my favorite. Some schools fit big time and some stay with us. That one goes out of bounds.
Well, it's funny when it comes to volleyball, you know, you have some of the players like, well, I'm not that tall. I'm like, you are with your shoes on.
Tomlinson. That one goes deep.
Side out Brophy.
Yeah, I remember when I was in high school and during football, every program, every week during the playoffs, I got taller. At some point, I was 6'1", and I'm barely 5'10". I was like, that's an interesting one. Every week it went up another inch. Into the net. Brophy will pick up the point. 13-10 here. Neiman will pick up the kill. Pumas get the side out, and Canyon Smith will go back to serve.
Canyon Smith now serving.
14-11 as Brophy will go back to serve. Good defense by the Broncos. Pumas will pick up the point off the block. Baumgarth will come back in. I'll put it right back down. The overpass, and Smith takes care of that one right away. Puma's now up 5, 16-11.
He wrapped that one up in a bow.
Those are nice, right? Just coming right to you.
Those are the ones you dream of.
Teeing it up for you. That one into the net as well, 16-12.
Number 3, J.P. Musselman returns to Brophy.
Musselman comes in, and Saboka will come on to serve the libero. Brophy picks up another point. Now down 3. Brophy yet to have a lead in this match tonight. So that one goes out of bounds. Pumas will pick up a point.
Side out, Perry.
Now, how much club volleyball do these kids play in the non-high school season?
Quite a bit. I think everybody sitting over there right now on both sides play at a club. They'll play before the season starts in August to about December. And then once club season ends, or once high school season ends, a lot of these boys will rejoin their club teams and head off to nationals and try and get some qualifiers in and some opportunities. Volleyball is a pretty impressive sport with the fact that these boys get a chance to play year-round and get as many touches as they really want to get.
(18-13) now. That one is down. Nice job by the Broncos as Warner able to find another cross-court kill there.
Patrick O'Leary now serving.
That one kind of got away from the Pumas, but Baumgarth able to still find the open hole in the defense and pick up the point as the Pumas will now go up 19-14.
Well, when you got long arms like that, you can do a lot of different things with the ball.
That one smoked, able to pick up, and that one's going to be up into the backboard, but Broncos able to gather it. Set back row, and Smith able to put it down. Brophy with another timely timeout here with just 5 more points. They want to let this one get away from them as Pumas now up 20-14.
Thank you for maintaining our facilities here at Perry High School. Please deposit all trash into the container.
Yeah, it's crazy. You talk to different kids and they talk about how much the club stuff goes and where they have to go for games and everywhere else. And so this had a...
Well, and the way this year has gone, kids getting to play sports and getting out there and after it has been a reprieve from everyday life and getting them back to things that they love to do.
And there's one thing, and that was a huge advantage in the state of Arizona. We didn't really pause much. We delayed, but not just kind of put off. We're going to take a look, and it's one of those things where other states that held up were kind of, I have friends that are in California, and my buddy's an athletic director in Southern California, and he was watching our football games and going, "You guys are playing?" And I said, "Yeah, we're playing everything." We just, they're cutting the season by a couple regular season games, and we've been going ahead and leaving the tournaments out and those things. And so it's been a welcome thing for kids in this state to be able to still play matches and games and everything else. So Smith puts that one out of bounds.
That's what we call a good timeout by Brophy right there, when you send someone back to the line and they miss.
Yeah. It's dug out by Smith. And that one's smoked in Canyon Smith. It's a lookout one there.
That pass made up for that missed serve.
Yeah.
And then his brother really put that one away.
And then Grayson, number 5, and Camden Neiman, number 11, return for the Pumas. And Grayson now serving.
That one's down as well. Nice job by the Pumas. Now up 22-15. Here in set 2. Up 1-0. One hits the net. And they whoops, kind of pick up, and that server's going to go out, but Brophy able to get the side out and pick up the point.
Alex Lewis and Nick DeMarshall return for the Broncos. Lewis now serving.
That one goes out of bounds for the Broncos. 23-16, Perry looking to close this one out. Good pickup by the Broncos. When you're down this big and they're so close to one, what is the goal here for the Broncos at this point? Just try to keep it in play, or?
Well, for me, when we get into this situation, the statement's everything in, everything up. And you try and get your team to scrap as hard as you can and start doing all those little things that make a big difference. Like what you're watching right now is they're digging and trying to keep everything in play and getting opportunity after opportunity. As rallies go on like this, mistakes tend to happen one way or another, and hopefully the ball falls your way.
Yeah, that right there was a prime example. Is up, rally continued, and then Pumas put that one out of bounds, and Brophy picks up the point. Now down just 5. That one will go down for the Pumas as they get ready for set point here. As Canyon Smith will go back to serve.
Canyon Smith serving at set point.
That one goes down off the block, and Brophy able to side out. 24-19 now. That's what I remember Coach Pomerantz used to do our girls broadcast. He used to always talk about being in system. And so Puma's really good when they can get in system on clean passes, but that one is passes not able to be made as Brophy now.
Well, being in system is important and everything, but if you have a team that can learn to play out of system, it's a beautiful thing.
It's kind of like that NFL quarterback, as Brophy will put it into the net. You talk about NFL quarterback that they always talk about what does he do when the play breaks down. It's kind of a similar situation, right? I mean,
well, and like I said before, the beautiful thing about this game is it's never really all that perfect, and teams that practice and fight and learn to play out of system and be creative, tend to find more success.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell just by those hustle plays helped a lot. We'll take a little break and we'll come back for the third set. Pumas up 2-0. As we come back to set number 3, McDonald will go back to serve for the Broncos. They're down 2-0. And that one goes down for the Pumas as Neiman picks up the kill, and he'll sub right out after that kill, and Baumgarth will come back in. Pumas make a substitution at the libero spot as Number 4, Brophy Tyler comes in the game. And checking that rotation, and Tyler's going to go back and serve. A nice kill by the Broncos as Werner's been good when he's got a clean set. There's evidence on that kill there.
Now serving.
Like Brophy Tyler's got like the 80s feather hairdo going on. That's a nice. Looks like he could be an extra in Fast Times at Ridgemont High with that hairdo.
Right now, hairdos are a very interesting trend for some gentlemen around high school worlds.
That one weren't quite ready, and that one went out of bounds. So,
well, he got a little bit ahead of the officials, so he gets a retry on this one.
Yeah, Tolman will get a second chance here as that one actually went out of bounds. So. That one worked. Live to see another day, pick up the point. And so carry by the Broncos, and Pumas will pick up that point. Now, is there a difference in playing in different gyms, like when they go to bigger arenas or anything? Is that, because I know in club you guys play in really tight spaces sometimes. Is it different when you have to kind of?
Well, you definitely have more room to work out in high school gyms, and the boundaries are a little bit easier to work with. You know, when you're in tight gyms like that, if you carry on to another court, you're generally out of bounds, and you know you get called out of right away. But that's the nice thing about here. You've got all this wide room on the sidelines where your outside and right side hitters can take really nice approaches and really work on that getting up and hitting high.
Someone hits the tape, and nice job by the Broncos to keep it alive. Tyler will the pass, and Pumas able to knock that down. Nice job by McBurney with the kill.
Alan Smith, the server.
Almost got the face save, but not quite. Brophy arguing on that, but not going to get the calls. Pumas up 6-2 now. So we are in set 3. Pumas up 2-0. Ooh. Nice job by Canyon Smith. Side out Broncos, they pick up the point there. We talked about this during the girls season too, is that back in the day when they had non-rally scoring and you'd have to get actual side out to score the point. Talked about the differences in the game then versus now. And
well, luckily back then it wasn't a 25-point match. It was only 15, and it took for a long time just to get through a few sets to 15.
Yeah,
I don't think it was 5 games back then either. I think it was just 3.
Can you imagine club games going like
oh my goodness.
You would
be
never
there
get
all
out
day.
of there.
Luckily in club it's only 3 best of 3 sets.
Yeah, it was. Mrs. Gregg got a little miffed at me when I said, "Oh, you played during those days, right?" She said, "No, I was rally scoring." That's something that can age you very easily. It's like those TikTok videos, right?
Oh my goodness.
Tell me you're old without telling, or show me you're old without telling you're old. And you're like, I played during non-rally scoring, side out scoring volleyball. Be a good way to show your age.
Alex Lewis and Nick DeMarco return for Brophy.
Well, you have students that come in, hey, have you seen this TikTok? I'm like, I don't think I've ever looked at TikTok, so yeah. Moments in time where you feel old.
Yeah. 8-5 as Lewis will go to serve the lefty. That goes out of bounds.
Pumas side out. Mark Tomlinson returns for the Pumas. Tomlinson to serve.
Nice job by the Pumas as Tomlinson able to dig that one out. And the Pumas blocked, but that goes out of bounds. But nice job by Tomlinson laying out for that one.
Mark is a very, very special athlete right now. He's coming in as a defensive specialist, but he's generally a setter, and getting a player to come in and do something that's a little bit different than what they normally do is a very special thing. So he's doing a really great job for the Pumas right now.
Yeah, the sophomore getting some time and doing a nice job on that defensive side as Pumas will pick up a point as that one goes into the net. 10-6. That one goes down for the Broncos.
Side out, Brophy.
Back to the TikTok thing. It's funny because I told one of my students I had gotten something sent because I teach this stuff and I have to kind of be a little bit up on it. I said, I downloaded that thing and I told him that thing's the devil. It's like going down a rabbit hole you can't get out of. And I immediately deleted it once I realized what happens. I had it on my phone for about 2 hours. Like, this thing is not good for you.
Well, it's almost like any social media. You start finding stuff and you keep watching. But the beautiful thing about it as well is there's access to some great things. I get caught up watching different volleyball videos and learn stuff just from scrolling through Instagram and Facebook and things like that.
No, the information's definitely out there now. You don't have to go find the guru in the mountains for it anymore. So 11-8 is the Pumas. That one picked up by the Broncos. And the Broncos keeping this one a little bit closer as Werner picking up some points. Saboka will go back to serve. 11-9 as that one goes into the net.
Side out, Pumas. Tyler McCartney returns from Perry.
Tolman will go back to serve. As he was not able to save that one. As another kill for Werner.
Jesse Burns returns for the Broncos. Patrick O'Baney now serving.
12-10, Pumas lead. Werner again. Werner on fire here in this third set. I saw earlier when he gets a nice set at the net, he can do damage, and he is definitely showing that now as the Broncos just down 12-11. And that one goes in the net and out of bounds.
Side out, Pumas.
Broncos not able to take advantage of that momentum they gotta have. Nice serve by Smith. Werner again now on the other side. Back row. As that set is a What do they call that? Double?
Yeah, it's a little wobbling on that one coming out of the hands, so
Yeah.
they call that a double. Sometimes it gets a little hard for liberos when they step in and have to take that second ball when the setter takes the first.
Dallin Smith puts that one into the net.
Brophy, side out. Andrew Werner now serving.
Werner now goes back to serve for the Broncos. Nice job by the Pumas. Getting that one back into play. Back set. Able to pick up the point. Bernie puts it down. The thing too I was looking at before, the Pumas have had different uniforms, but the uniforms in volleyball are kind of all over the place. You can see Brophy has a very unique pattern. It looks like it's part of their school on the bottom of their uniforms. And
Well, just kind of like the shoes, coaches look at uniforms and say, hey, how can we make this style our own? And you know, Coach Tolman in this way looked at uniforms this year and tried to make some changes for the varsity team to give them something a little bit different, a little bit more, you know, flashy, a little bit more standing out. And you know, from where I'm standing, I think he did a great job.
yeah, no, good. In the past, they kind of had those T-shirt looking things that looked like they were just came out from a workout. So definitely a little cleaner look on these ones. As Werner again, back row. They're feeding Werner in this set for sure.
Well, when you have a hot hand, you want to go to that person as much as you can. Yeah, when it comes to uniforms and men's volleyball, things are just trying to catch up. Men's volleyball has, you know, been taken off the past, you know, 5 to 10 years or so, and so the uniforms are starting to catch up a little bit. So
yeah, everybody wants to look good. You look good, you play good, right?
I like that philosophy.
That's down. I definitely followed that philosophy when I played sports, so some people didn't care. I'm like, no, I got a system here.
Tomlinson to serve.
Now, a lot of sports are superstitious. Is volleyball, are there superstitions in volleyball? Is that a big thing too? Or is that kind of?
I'm sure there's, you know, some teams and everybody has their own ways. You know, for us here, we work hard in that practice phase to try and prep. So, you know, we kind of keep those superstitions out of it.
It's definitely a different one. I played baseball, and we had a bunch of guys that were very, and that's one that just lends itself to it. But holy moly, there were all kinds of rules going on. Even in football, when I played football, I had to put my clothes on the same way every single time, and I had my system and didn't mess up my system, and for some reason. That one goes out of bounds. Oh, yeah, called it in and then pulled it. So that was looked out of bounds from over here. As Pumas up now 19-14. Brophy had that kind of close, but Pumas now pulling away. Some nice serves. It's tipped and nice effort by the Pumas, but Brody Tyler not able to dig that one out.
Yeah, the Pumas have settled down behind the service line a little bit and finding a little bit more consistency back there.
That one's out as Thompson had to dive out of there to avoid it.
Well, he's the one I want on my dodgeball team.
Brody Tyler now serving.
Brody Tyler puts that one in, right in the corner. Nice ace by Brody Tyler. 21-15 now our score. Pumas looking to put this one away in a 3-set sweep. Nice job by Tomlinson. Joust at the net, and the Pumas able to pick up the point. Nice spot there by Smith. Back row set, no chance. Nice job by the Pumas as Canyon Smith smokes that one from the back row. At the net, jousted. Smith is blocked at the net. Nice job by the Broncos defense. Try to stop the bleeding there as the Pumas were on a little bit of rally in the serve of Tyler. That one's put down. The Pumas will pick up another point there on the side out. And so Tolman will go back for serve the set point here and see if they can finish them off in a 3-set sweep. As Tolman puts that one off the tape. Pumas now trying to get set up here. Back set to Smith. Pumas just couldn't get that pass to the setter they needed on that rally, and Broncos able to pick up the point. 24-17. No chance on that one as the game is now over as Dallin Smith puts an emphasis point down as the Pumas will sweep 3-0 here against the Broncos and move on to 7-0 on the season and retain that #1 ranking. So what do you think, Coach?
Well, they keep, every time I see them play, they keep getting a little bit better and a little bit better. So if they keep doing this and finding a way to win games, they should hold on to that ranking. You know, trying to keep getting after it, and you know, ultimately that end goal is to get to that state championship and try and put it away. So you know, these boys are focused and working hard and ready to get there.
Yeah, you can see it in anything, looking at the season as it goes on. Pumas should be favored in almost everything they see, and you're almost thinking, if you want to think down the line, as a collision course with San Jose O'Connor again, and hopefully be on the opposite sides of the bracket and be able to meet in that state championship. So Pumas will sweep 3-0 here against the Broncos, and again, we'll move on to 7-0. Broncos will fall to 6-2. So for Grant Woodford, Diego Gallo, and all of our crew, thanks for watching, and good night from Perry High School.